quick 5-minute break before we call the last Spanish-speaking witness.
Are the interpreters prepared to go forward?
I'm fine.
Good.
We're
Let's
fine,
continue.
Your
then.
Honor.
All right.
Let's try to approach quickly.
About 5 minutes outside your presence, members of the jury. Please take the jury out.
All rise for the jury.
'Please be seated. We are outside the presence of the jury, meeting with the attorneys and Mr. Miu. Mr. Smestad asked to approach with a concern. Mr. Smestad.
Your Honor, we were informed by our victim witness staff that some of the witnesses were out in the hall live streaming the trial. They're under sequestration order. Apparently one of those folks is the gentleman who's just about to testify, and I forget his last name, but his first name is Ariel. Obviously that's of concern because if he was watching other folks testify, it defies the purpose of the sequestration order. We'd like to have the court instruct the witnesses again to not be watching the trial.
Did the state's attorneys instruct the witnesses about the sequestration order?
We provided written notice to every witness that met with us. Ariel would not meet with us. But the Spanish speakers we met with, which was Sergio, Tatiana, and Gilma, we gave them written instructions in Spanish not to watch the trial, can't be in the trial, don't read the news.
Okay. Did they understand, or did your written instructions include that this was a court's order?
Yes. We also told them verbally when we met with them, but again, Ariel refused to meet with us. So I don't
And
know if defense told him he's on their witness list.
Ariel is a defense witness, Your Honor.
Mr. Nelson, was the sequestration order given to?
Not to Spanish-speaking witnesses. No, Judge, I did not have a translation service. Obviously, it's an oversight, and I will change my practice in the future.
All right, what I'll do then, well, let me ask, is there anything else besides tell the witnesses about the sequestration order that you want me to do?
I don't know that there is anything you can do at this point, Judge.
Okay, I just want to make sure that we're on the same page. I'm happy to remind them about the sequestration order, but as long as everyone is satisfied with that being the limit of my involvement, I'll stop.
I'd like
I'm not inviting more, let's put it that way.
Sure.
I just want to make sure I'm not missing something.
Sequestration is important, obviously. We don't want witnesses forming their testimony based on what other witnesses have said. Especially in this case, the gentleman who just testified, the cross-examination is going to be about the same. They're both the two that walked up to the scene and either saw things or didn't see things. He now knows what to expect on cross-examination. He's seen his friend go through it and heard it go through it. I think, and defense did not tell them about the sequestration order, which is just as much their duty as it is our duty. So I think it's pretty big problem. I might ask for some sort of curative instruction that defense did not inform their witnesses of the sequestration order. But I think we can address that later. For now, I think it will be a point for cross.
Mr. Nelson, anything to add?
No, Judge.
All right, what I plan to do is invite the witnesses in. I will assume that they had not received or fully appreciated the extent of the sequestration order. I'll explain it to them with the benefit of the interpreters. If the state wishes to cross-examine, you may. So would somebody bring the witnesses in, please? Okay.
And Your Honor, the question from the interpreters, are we just gonna interpret right next to them?
We'll just do sequential interpretation. All right. Welcome back, everyone. We have Ms. Costanza. There she is. Ms. Torres.
Yes.
Mr. Ruiz Leyva? He left. Okay. Ms. Ruiz Leyva.
Here.
Mr. Torres Chaguez. And Ariel.
Here.
What is your last name?
Chagas.
Okay, Ariel Chaguez. At the beginning of the trial, I told the attorneys to tell all of the witnesses that they were not to discuss their testimony with other witnesses. I also told the attorneys to tell the witnesses that they were not allowed to watch the trial, either in person or on the internet or television, because we didn't want the witnesses to conform their testimony to what they hear from the others. I was told that one or more of you may be watching the trial while you're sitting in the hallway. I invited you in today so that I could explain to you personally that you may not do so, because we want to preserve your memories about what happened from July 2022, and we don't want your memories to be tainted by something that you may see or hear about this trial. So please, as long as you're needed as witnesses, do not talk about the case with each other or with other witnesses. Please do not watch any TV or internet accounts of this trial. Will you all do that? Excellent. They've all answered in the affirmative. Thank you, everyone. You can go back to the hallway.
Ariel, can you stay?
Ariel, ¿se puede quedar?
We're gonna call you next, so you may as well just wait in here.